you all. It's your boy Gold Phoenix in the flesh. Rise from the ashes and be blessed. Listen up, bro. I'm over here in New Jersey right now. Picked me up a nice load of produce. A bunch of tomatoes, really. 2 drops, one in Pennsylvania. The last one in Indiana. Pays a nice little chunk of change. I ain't mad at it. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I was in Hagerstown, Maryland yesterday. And I met this dude, my age, we both 23. And he just started asking me questions, right? This guy worked at Subway. For those of y'all that's familiar, he worked at Subway, right? At that pilot over there. We just got to talking. He was asking me about trucking. He wanted to know if he should get into it. He explained to me that for the most part, he don't really be going out like that. He just goes to work, goes home, rinse and repeat is what he does. Here's the thing. I cannot tell you if you should or shouldn't do this job. The only thing I can do is make you think about what it is you're already doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that I should tell anyone what to do. I can make you think about your current position, sure. And I can tell you why I do the things that I do. That's okay. But it's not incumbent upon me to lead you either way. You know what I mean? So I just had a conversation with him. And hopefully this will open up some eyes, especially people in my age range or even younger. Should you get into trucking? Right? That's the question. My response to that is, what are you doing now? Are you working at Subway? Are you working at, KFC, the most McDonald's or the Burger Kings and the whatnots? You have any children? What are you staying home for? That's number one. And number two, why are you thinking about it? I'm going to tell you this right now. Trucking is one of those things. What are you looking at me for, dude? I'm chilling. Trucking is one of those things where you I don't want to say you necessarily have to want to do it, but you have to have a solid reason behind why you're doing it. Because if you're just out here aimlessly, or you're doing it solely for the money, you'll probably burn out, or you'll grow to hate your career path. Your morale will go down. You're not going to want to keep going. So that's the first thing. Why are you thinking about it? What are your goals beyond having your CDL? Well, I spoke with this dude. He told me, he's like, well, at one point in time, I hope to own my own record label. Now I'm sitting here thinking, that's a new one. I'm not going to crap on nobody's dreams or nothing like that. What I told him was, I see where you're coming from. But the main thing you're going to need for that is money. Do you see yourself being able to save up the amount of money to invest in the ways that you need to working at Subway? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you working here. What I am saying is, don't sell yourself short. If you're going to make a decision on what you want to do with your life, you have to be decisive about it and put action towards it. Otherwise, they're just pipe dreams. So then he asked me how much, I was making or whatever. So I showed him a couple settlements, which I don't usually do. I showed him a couple settlements just to give him something to think about. I'm like, look, this ain't every week. Okay, you're going to have some weeks that are better than others, some that just flat out suck. You could be in the negative. Anything could happen. From my perspective, I'm not a company driver. I explained CDL, what I want you to remember forever and always is to never forget why you're doing what you're doing. I'm also not going to tell you to do it. That's a choice for you to make. But I also think you asking me that question is you looking for validation on should you do what you already know you should be doing. I'm not here for that. I'm just here to make you think about it. I actually wish this kid well, because I said kid, he's my age, but you get the point. There are a lot of people my age who just don't know what to do. And I cannot, in good conscience, tell you to come into this knowing that, yeah, you can make a lot of money doing it, but it can also kick you behind if you don't know what you're doing or you aren't open to learn. See, a lot of people my age have this problem. I will fully admit it. I have this problem where we have this know-it-all mentality. You can't tell me anything. I'm grown. Man, you fresh into your 20s, bro. Like, you're a kid. I'm a kid. We don't know nothing. We don't know anything, man. We're still learning just like anybody else should. We should always come at anything we decide to do from a student perspective. I'm trying to learn. I tell you guys all the time. Sure, you know, there are people in the comments that'll say, oh, you a smart person, or, you know, I like your mindset, or, you know, I think one person said they needed a trainer with my mindset and whatever, and that's cool. I appreciate the love. Honest truth is, I'm learning this day by day, just like the rest of you are. I don't know anything. I know enough to know I don't know anything. But what I do know, I'm willing to take and pass down to you guys, because this is a part of my experience. It's literally just a part of being who I am. And that's what makes it unique. Not everybody is going to have the same experiences I do. Just like I won't have the same experiences a lot of other people do. We literally choose different aspects of this industry. You have some people in heavy haul, you got people in hazmat, just regular dry van, regular reefer, flatbed, tanker, dump trucks. Like, there's a million different things we could be doing, and all of us are going to have something unique about us. And even for us who are in the same division, there are different facets of it that are going to be unique to us. None of us are the same. This is why I cannot tell you definitively, oh yeah, you should get your CDL. I know a lot of people, and this is the problem with old heads especially, is even he's told me they've told him, you know, you should get it, you should do it. Problem with old heads, they believe if you're not doing it their way, you're doing it wrong. I don't listen to old people unless you prove yourself to me. If you prove to be a trustworthy source to me, I might listen to you. But by default, you know, like, ain't no fair trials over here with me. You guilty until proven innocent. I don't trust older cats. I just don't. I don't. I trust very specific ones, but in general, I know they're not trustworthy. With that being said, if you're sitting at home watching this video and you in your early 20s, or even, you know, 19 something, you thinking about something to do or whatever, here's something to think about. What are you doing with the abundant amount of time that you have? We're all young here. You should be productive with the time that you have, and so that as you get older, things become easier. Utilize the energy that you have now to make something happen, so that when it does come time where your body catches up to you and you cannot keep pace with your 20 is you want to stay in this industry for 20 years and retire, or you want to save up $100,000, quit, and then invest that money into something that would actually make you happier. Whatever that is, be decisive and be headstrong in what it is you are trying to do.